name is Jana Thoma, and I work at the University of Louisiana Lafayette with Scott France. And what we do is we try to understand the evolutionary relationships of deep sea corals, and in particular octocorals. So those are the type that bend and flex in the water current and are not like the hard corals like brain corals or staghorn or elkhorn that you think of that dominate shallow water reefs. This mission is sampling corals, deep water corals off the continental slope all around the Florida Straits. And what that's interesting to me in particular about is that I have samples from seamounts or hard substrates in the deep sea off Cape Cod. I have samples from around the Bahamas area. And so this sampling size from the Gulf of Mexico coming between Florida and Cuba up the East Coast is actually going to fill in those gaps so that we can understand, both looking at their genetics and their DNA, how these organisms are related. My type of research, I like to say that I'm constructing a family tree of these corals and how they're related and what their names are. And what I like about that and what I think is important about that is, one, we understand if we decimate a population, could it be replaced? We can extrapolate, once we have all this information, we can extrapolate back into the past and learn about past events, and we can actually extrapolate into the future to see how they would disperse if something like some catastrophe might happen. Also, what's interesting about this research is that there's so many forms and diversity of life down there. I mean, everybody looks at a coral and on the whole it looks, oh, this coral A is the same as coral B is the same as coral C, but there's such subtle differences that the diversity is amazing. And I would really hope people get just an awe of how diverse nature is.